Hello everyone. Here's another dialogue gonna that I've produced with Chat GPT, and I'm gonna narrate it for your information and for the potential enjoyment of people who are interested in the topic which I've produced. So my prompt was produce the most complex scientific dialogue between Carlos Rovelli and Bernardo Kastrup about quantum gravity and its potential looping aspects. And so I wanted to. Carlos Rovelli is a particle physicist and a like a theorist or a theorist. Um, and Bernardo Kastrup is an idealist, and he's also a philosopher. So he's a philosopher of idealism, and so here's the dialogue which ChatGPT attempted to generate. So Carlos Rovelli, good day, Bernardo. It's always a pleasure to engage in discussions on the intricacies of quantum gravity. I've been pondering the implications of loop quantum gravity and its potential connection to the fundamental nature of spacetime. Bernardo Kastrup. Indeed, Carlos. Loop quantum gravity offers a fascinating perspective on the quantum nature of spacetime. The idea that the fabric of reality is woven from quantized loops is an enticing proposition. But how does this approach relate to the deeper ontological questions about the nature of existence itself? Carlos Rovelli. Well, Bernardo, loop quantum gravity suggests that spacetime is not continuous but rather discrete at its most fundamental level. The loops representing quantized areas and volumes form the basis of this discretization. As for the nature of existence, it raises questions about the very fabric of reality and the emergence of spacetime from more fundamental entities. Bernardo, I find that intriguing, Carlos. From my perspective, the notion of loops in spacetime opens up a dialogue with a more fundamental question. Could consciousness play a role in shaping the quantum reality at its core? Could the loops be manifestations of a deeper consciousness, intertwining with the very fabric of spacetime? Carlos, while consciousness is undeniably a profound aspect of our experience, attributing it a role in the foundational fabric of quantum reality is a leap that requires careful consideration. Loop quantum gravity, as it stands, is more focused on the mathematical and physical aspects of spacetime, attempting to reconcile quantum mechanics and general relativity. Bernardo. Fair point, Carlos. Yet, one cannot help but explore the interconnectedness of consciousness in the quantum realm. The loops in spacetime might be symbolic of a deeper cognitive process, a self-aware universe looping back onto itself in a dance of fundamental awareness. Carlos. It's an intriguing speculation, Bernardo, but we must be cautious not to anthropomorphize the fundamental structures of reality. Loop quantum gravity has its roots in mathematical consistency and empirical evidence, and while the philosophical implications are profound, we should tread carefully when extending the discourse into the realm of consciousness. Bernardo. Agreed, Carlos. The dance between quantum gravity and consciousness remains an open question, a dialogue where science and philosophy must intertwine to uncover the profound mysteries that lie at the heart of existence. Carlos. Indeed, Bernardo, the nature of consciousness remains one of the most profound and elusive mysteries. While loop quantum gravity offers insights into the fabric of spacetime, connecting it to consciousness requires a nuanced understanding. How do you envision the interplay between consciousness and the material necessity for gravity? Bernardo. Carlos. It's a challenging question, but one worth exploring. If we consider consciousness as fundamental, not emergent, there might be a reciprocal relationship between consciousness and the material world. Could gravity, in its essence, be an intrinsic property of consciousness, shaping the curvature of space-time itself? Carlos, the notion of gravity as an intrinsic property of consciousness is intriguing, but it does challenge the established understanding of gravity as described by general relativity. In our pursuit of understanding, we must ensure that our speculations remain anchored in empirical evidence. How would you reconcile this idea with the observed gravitational phenomena on cosmic scales? Bernardo, Carlos, the challenge is indeed formidable. However, what if consciousness, in its fundamental nature, participates in the very creation of the observed phenomena? Gravity, then, would be a manifestation of consciousness, orchestrating the dance of celestial bodies. The cosmic scales we observe might be reflections of a deeper, conscious interplay. Carlos, Bernardo, your proposal is fascinating, but it introduces a level of subjectivity into the scientific framework. It's crucial to maintain the objectivity and predictive power that have made our scientific theories successful. How do we reconcile the subjective nature of consciousness with the objective and measurable aspects of gravity? Bernardo, Carlos, I appreciate the concern for objectivity. Perhaps in this exploration, we need to redefine objectivity to encompass the subjective as well. Consciousness may not be an external observer, but an integral part of the observed. In this perspective, the subjective experience of consciousness and the objective reality of gravity coalesces into a unified understanding. Carlos, Bernardo, your proposal challenges the very foundations of our scientific approach, yet it prompts valuable reflections. As we delve into these profound questions, we must strike a balance between pushing the boundaries of our understanding and maintaining the rigor that characterizes scientific inquiry. The interplay between consciousness and gravity may indeed hold the key to unlocking deeper mysteries, but our journey must be guided by evidence and logical coherence. Bernardo, agreed, Carlos. The quest for understanding demands an integration of diverse perspectives. As we explore the nature of consciousness and its relationship with gravity, let us remain open to new insights while upholding the standards of intellectual rigor that define our scientific endeavors. The dialogue between science and consciousness is a profound exploration, and the answers may lie in the synergy between the objective and the subjective.